All right, here we go. It's weird the way they got the screen set up. It's very strange.
Yeah, I don't
I
see
don't know
any.
why the screens is like. Yeah, my screen's got this shit all weird, but I don't even give a shit. To be honest with you. It just was nagging me for a second. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, here. Okay. So what's going on, man?
I am okay. Are we live? Are we on?
We are definitely on. Just waiting for people to start slowly crawling their way in.
Cool.
Ah, see, the numbers aren't reading right though, so I gotta go by what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, it looks weird. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
your screen is wide like this and mine is like this. I don't know. But I don't really give a shit as long as they can see us both and they can hear us, then so be it. I don't know. I'll play with that another time. I don't really care about it right now. Hey, Chrissy, what's up? Of course, when you say Chrissy, you got to determine which one it is. There's like freaking three or four of them out there. Hey, CJ, what's up, boo? You know what I'm saying? Um, how'd your weekend go?
My weekend was kind of dope. What did I do this weekend? Um, I don't even remember, which is always a good sign that the weekend was good.
That's definitely a good sign. That's definitely a good sign that your weekend started off with, well, not start off, but your weekend went off quite well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be fancy, and discreet friends is backwards.
No, it's good.
It's good. Oh, maybe
Yeah,
it's from where I'm at.
it's backwards on your view, but on here it shows up perfectly behind you as if it was actually on the screen.
Wow. Okay.
You know how the camera thing is. Remember, a lot of things on camera is inverted. You know what I'm saying? So
CJ,
that's what it is.
hi Poppy while Max is on the show. You can't say that. We're supposed to hide that from him. Oh, you can't
You
train
know,
nothing.
hey, Lisette, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but uh, you know, I'm a positive. I try to be a positive person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna kind of start talking.
That's not a good leader.
I try to be a positive person. Everybody knows Max is nice guy. The girls say, "Hey, teddy bear," all this other stuff. You know, I really try to play things nice. But you know, I run into some problems because I feel like sometimes that old adage of they take your kindness for weakness. I know they do that to you because you're super nice to everybody. You're one of those that really comes off playful and fun loving and all that stuff. So I'm sure you can relate with this very particular thing because I know I've went through this a couple of times. Now it never comes to me directly. It's always like a around the corner thing. They're not stupid enough to come to me with the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing I try to tell people is my women are an extension of me. So when you talk to them, you're basically talking to me. If you say something to them and think that you're going to try to backdoor me, it's not going to work. And you know, it's a shame because I try to provide fun experiences. You understand what I'm saying? Try to set up proper classical swap situations. You know, like, okay, you're going to do this, whatever. The dudes always try to go into business for themselves. They want to try to set up a one-on-one, or I want to get to know you better. And all, it's like, fam, these girls is lock off. Once I put the lock on them, that's it. The only thing you getting from them, you could clap some cheeks. Hopefully, you give them a good time, and then move on with your life. That's it. We don't need you to proposition them with nothing. They don't need you for anything. I'll provide all of that. Your sound changed again.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no. Something had changed in your sound. That's why I said.
Oh.
But, I got a lot more to say. But as a person who's been, hey, Leah, what's up? As a person who's been, how you doing, boo? As a person who's been involved with somebody, and definitely I know you probably went through your own brand of this yourself to some degree. What kind of reaction does that typically invoke in you?
I mean, the fact that someone has said something to someone that I'm close to and think that it's not going to get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Generally anger. I feel it's a mad feeling of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I want to go and strangle somebody. But my grandmother says something. Everything isn't to be commented on. Sometimes the Lord will allow you to be put in a position where folk will just show you who they are. So you know how to do it. And I've gotten to the point where I just don't comment on things. People think I'm naive and they think I don't know what they're saying behind my back. But I tell people all the time, especially the people in my group, everything always gets back to me.
Right.
And I'm playing silly and I'm playing weird and I'm playing naive, but I know what you've been saying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
People who've been trying to talk to Teresa. I know people who've been trying to poach girls out of the group. I know.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to that one. You know about people trying to poach people out of the group to get them in there from yours? Isn't the whole concept of this whole thing is sharing is caring? Like, there's plenty of people to go around. Like, they can be in your group and their group too. Like, I'm in like 15,000 different groups and so are you. There's no reason to poach somebody from one group to the next.
Yeah. Well, not just when I said my girls, I kind of meant my staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it always
that's even worse.
And it's not even them that tell me; it's other people that tell me by accident. It comes back to me by accident.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's not cool. There's no excuse for somebody to do something like that.
I know people who try to sow seeds of discord between Teresa and I. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, and it's betrayal, it's anger, it's all that stuff. And a lot of times I just sit there and I smile and I play nice.
Hey, Nikki, what's up?
Hey, Nick.
What's up, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. I'm going to start a club called Punch a Nigga in the Face. I know you ain't the type to curse like that, but I'm going to do it because I got enough of the hood shit in me to unleash that. I'm really going to start a club called Punch a Nigga in the Face. Hey, Marie. And in this club, I'm not even going to talk. I'm not even going to talk because I'm just going to walk up to you and I'm going to drop you. And when I drop you, I just want you to understand why it happened.
You know why I don't?
Because I already know what's going on. Hey, Teresa, what's up?
You know I don't react like that, Max.
I know. I'm going to do it.
No, listen. There have been times where I have been very, very emotional. Like Doc is on. Doc will tell you. Doc probably gets most of my emotions, but that's a person who I'm not with. I mean, out of all the people who tell me, Doc and Lola Bunny, they get all of my emotions for better and worse. They've seen the best and they've seen the worst of me. Both of them. So they know. They hear me go off. They hear me like, fuck that nigga, blah, blah, blah. Words that folk don't even know that I do. They see me sit in my bed and pout and not be able to get out. They've seen all that stuff. I'm there. But the reason why I react or show other people is because I feel it makes them too important.
Right.
If I start reacting to your bullshit, I then make you relevant. I'm not going to make you relevant. I'm not going to react. I will react to Doc. I will react to Lola Bunny. So I won't react to Teresa because Teresa will go after him. But I will react to them. but I'm not going to make you relevant, and I'm not going to make you important. I'm just going to move right on. I could do a lot of stuff. I could say a lot of things. I could bring a lot of people down with a lot of information that I have, but you're not that important to me.
And see, that's the part that I want to touch on. That's the part, I swear, Jonathan, I think me and you are really vibrating on a similar frequency right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, pause, because, you got to say pause for the people that like to think funny shit. But anyway, but the whole thing is that's the thing. There are like the amount of information that I have, if I really started talking, I will ruin about half the relationships in the lifestyle. And that's not an exaggeration. So my thing is, because the thing is, the people that's doing this funny shit, Jay, are motherfuckers that have been in the lifestyle for a minute. This ain't rookie shit. This isn't like newbies and nothing like that. This is veterans and people who at least got 5 years or better in this shit. That are grown ass men, grown ass women. And my thing is I'm gonna say this now, and you can ask the women themselves. Ain't not a person on this earth gonna get between me and them except me and them. Period. So all your attempts, I'm just gonna let you know. The moment that you decided to send that DM, I'm gonna say, yo, that's a motherfucker got some serious stones on him. Because I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna have to watch over your shoulder, over your back, and everything in between moving forward.
Yeah, I think something's going on here that's personal, and you like, I think you putting niggas on notice right now.
Oh no, I am putting niggas on notice right now. I told you I wasn't coming here to play tonight.
Lord Jesus.
I'm putting this shit on notice. I want y'all to share this because I want them to know by proxy. Y'all know me as Maximus, the nice, friendly teddy bear guy, because that's what I show y'all. I'm a nigga from the fucking hood. You don't understand what I've dealt with in my life. It will take me nothing to drop one of y'all motherfuckers, and I'll go have lunch like nothing happened. I won't even bruise my knuckles. I trained punching frozen tree bark. Punching a face is not going to hurt my hand. Please don't make me do it. Please. The only reason I don't say names is because this is an actual legal company that I have and the social experiment. And I can't do defamation of character by saying people's names. Jonathan understands this shit. So unless it's already been put out there in a public atmosphere, I can't be the one to release it because I'm too close to it. I have a personal connection to it. It would have to happen publicly on its own first. And then I'm using it as public domain. It's a real tricky thing, but you got to walk that line with this shit. So that's the only reason why I ain't saying nobody's name, but they know who they is.
But the thing that really bothers me the most is that when someone goes out of their way to kill your name by changing the narrative or changing some of the stuff that you've said, some things can come across and sound really, really, really bad based on how it's presented. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I said that, but that's definitely not the way we said it, and that's definitely not the way the conversation went. And when people think that you are about to tell on them and you're about to out them, you know what they do? They
try to run and come up with something first to cover their ass.
And what's sad is that the people who they tell, a lot of times that person that they tell have a hard time believing that you didn't say it, or even
mm-hmm.
if they believe you didn't say it, it's like, but something was said, and that friendship ends up getting a little severed. I can't tell you the times that it's happened. It's like, that's bullshit. That's not a lot. These are lies. Or like you said, the dudes that come for Teresa, please. And they don't know. She tells me everything.
I would automatically assume, even me, and we've known each other for a while. If I came to Teresa and said some shit to her, she's gonna tell you what I said. You understand what I'm saying? my whole thing is that I would think if you're talking to somebody's partner, and this is where I want to talk about integrity, because the whole thing is a lot of y'all moving real funny. Like a lot of people claim that they swinging,
Yep.
but they not really swinging. They just trying to grab somebody else's chick and fuck on them. But when somebody's trying to fuck your chick, all of a sudden you playing no, my toy. This is my ball. And it's not because it's her dynamic, because everybody always tries to hide by the dynamic excuse. We ain't doing that. I know for a fact that that chick wants this dick because she's told me she's wanted this dick. But you are being the blocker because you are afraid that I'm going to fuck the dog shit out of her because you heard that my dick be slinging. So because you heard about that shit, you scared that and you got to understand something. I am
all-time commercial.
Listen, I am not in the business of taking and breaking up nobody's relationships or taking anybody's girlfriend or wife. I'm in the business of having fun, fair exchanges of amazing experiences. I would want, if somebody plays with my woman, for her to have an amazing time. I'm not going into it like he better not fuck her better than me. No. Shit, he might think of something I didn't think of, and I'll just add it to my repertoire. That's beautiful. At the end of the day, whoever's with me, whose minds is still mine. None of that changes anything. This is recreational activity. Recreational activity is never going to trump intimacy. If they would leave you for the sake of somebody fucking the shit out of them, then they should have already left you. Because I tell a lot of you fellas already are not the best one that your woman has had. You're just the one that's with her right now. And she accepts you for who you are, for better or for worse, because at the end of the day, she loves your ass for the reasons that she do. And she's willing to work with it and not sweat the whole bullshit on whether you're the best one or not. She'll make you feel like you're the best because that's her job. But at the end of the day, you may be or you may not be, but who cares? No woman is going to leave a man just for that unless she was never yours to begin with. If she wasn't, she's doing you a favor, bye, bitch. Like, that's how that goes. So a lot of you tender dick ass niggas out here need to stop being so damn sensitive and being so damn, because the thing is, I'm going to be like, no.
But you know what?
I'm going to straight up be like, no. Go ahead.
Those are the people who probably do not need to be in these environments. People who do not have the ability to have a certain level of compersion, meaning you're enjoying. Compersion is the exact opposite of jealousy. You're like my birthday party. Teresa was getting it in, and I was like, "Get it, yes." And I'm not saying every time I see her getting in, I'm like, yeah. And sometimes there's a little something in me that's like, oh, my girlfriend, okay, enough is enough. She's screaming too loud. I don't like that shit. That's normal human emotion. But for you to be jealous and going crazy and acting stupid and all that kind of stuff, that's played out. That shows a lack of immaturity. I'm sorry. And if you can't, you just shouldn't be in this. Or if your dynamic is that you only deal with unicorns, then your girl isn't out here trying to do stuff.
And here's the thing on that. If you're looking for unicorns, you don't go to shorties who are in relationships to do unicorn activity. You go to unicorn chicks for that. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jonathan. I'm cutting you off. Go ahead, please, because I'm excited. So
unicorns are single women. Teresa's not a unicorn. She's not. She's not going to be in a relationship with a couple. And I'm not going to be in a relationship. I'm not a bull. I'm not going to be in a relationship with a girl. So it's like, I think people have a misunderstanding of what this is about and the rules. And I think I saw Tanya talk about boundaries and understanding that this is not just always a fuck fest. Sometimes it can be. Don't get me wrong. We get it in. But I think people just aren't mature enough to be in this lifestyle. And I've had immature moments. We've all had immature moments. I've definitely had immature moments in a lifestyle. But if this is who you
I
are all
mean,
the time, you don't need to do this.
and that's the thing. I feel like, yes, everybody has had their moments. Everybody has had their times where um somebody asked some I don't know Landon understands fully what a bull exactly is. Maybe
Um,
you break that down to him real quick.
a unicorn is and I'm pretty sure somebody will disagree with me. A unicorn is a woman. A bull is basically a man. A bull, big dick. He's a man. He's. Uh, someone said he doesn't have to have a big dick, but but it's just a dude for women. That's all it is. You can go
Hmm.
deep, but that's basically what it is, Landon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is my thing. And this is the number one thing with me. Is that and the reason why I'm talking so much to the fellas, because honestly, in this particular topic, it's really not the women, it's the men.
Really?
A lot of this, yes, and a lot of this is really the men. Like the women need to stop perpetuating this shit. But the thing is, a lot of this is the men because we have a lot of men who don't even know how to bag shorties for themselves. Like the only time they bag shorties is when their woman goes out and go get them. I
Can I
don't
tell
even
you?
ask the girls to pull girls like that for me unless it's somebody specific that I think they have an inside track with. Otherwise than that, I do my own hunting. I love to hunt. I'm a fucking animal. I'm a well, I don't want to say predator because that word's touchy in these days and time. But I would say I'm an apex hunter. I love to go with my spear and hunt for the meat that I want to go after when I see a sexy woman or somebody with a good vibe or whatever. I love having, making those moves myself.
But you know what? Women are just as bad as men. I can't tell you the way my inbox looks, bro. It's
I can't relate. My inbox dry.
no, and I'm not saying I got thousands of girls, but like there.
I mean, your popularity is like way up here, bro. So it's not a surprise.
I don't know about
You might not walk like you have that kind of popularity, but at the end of the day, you are standing in front of a group that has like thousands of people in it. A lot of people are looking up to that, and when people see somebody that has that many people behind them that are into what you're doing, the brand that you have there, that's gonna draw eyes. Everybody likes a winner.
But you know what?
And when you're doing something that looks like winning, it draws people. So I'm sure you're getting all types of propositions and all types of shit going on in your inbox. I can't relate because my inbox dry. Don't nobody want me.
Get
But
get out of here, blah blah blah.
no, I'm serious. Like I can actually say that the girls, the women have been very respectful of my situation. They have not been coming at me on no sideways shit. The most they might do is if they want to play, they want to play. But nobody's been coming at me like, oh, fuck them, you should get with me, blase blah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, not one woman has done that with me. Maybe because I have a big mouth and they know I'm a tell, and those chicks will drag them. So maybe they know that and they don't feel like going into that situation. But I'm just.
Not only do I tell, Teresa looks at my phone sometimes. I mean, it's like, not a lot because she just doesn't do it a lot. But if whoever I'm talking to, she knows. Listen, it's just safer and easier that way. I've been on the other side of not in full transparency. I've been on the other side of not being completely honest. I ain't going down that fucking road no more because that leads to.
Listen, the best way to learn sometimes is to learn. You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously, all these women, it's even after I say no, it's like they're just so disrespectful. It's like, no, you want to see my pussy? Boom. And it's like a pussy pic, tit pics, videos. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, this is not even, I'm the type of guy that's not even sexy. I see titties all the time. Your titties look just like the other set of titties that I look.
No, God damn it, Jonathan, don't say that shit because we want them to show us them good. You know what I'm saying? Like, We don't want to start saying that everybody look the same because then that's what they're gonna use when they don't want to show them. They be like, I mean, you done seen it all before, so why should we bother to do anything now? Nah, we appreciate the
You say speak for
effort.
yourself.
We appreciate the effort when it's done respectfully.
Kernita, do the women even look decent? No, some of them are hot. Some of them look dope. It's not about looks. It's I don't know.
Yo, Kanita always on that shit. Here she go.
Yes, Nikki, your titties are special. We love your titties. Send me as many tit pics as you possibly.
Yes, Nikki, flood my inbox, please. I need more. It's not like I'm not taking care of, but I'm just saying I don't mind getting some other ones in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Teresa,
Hook a brother up.
just for the record, she's on board with me with Nikki.
I bet. You know what I'm saying? No, but like I said, another thing that I've run into, I would say that actually another thing that I've seen, at least in a lifestyle that really, really irritates me. And maybe it's just me that's noticed this. But do you feel like honestly the old school swingers are dead?
No.
I feel like for the most part, the approach to swinging is kind of different. I feel like, and I feel like some of this is because of the old rules too. The reason why I say this is because you remember the whole adage of couples and single women only?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with that is, number one, every woman that's single don't want to be a unicorn. So they might be looking for their person. Then there's something else too in this. And Lises has said this before. I know you remember this. When he said people got to stop looking for love in the lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with for keeping your eyes open if a connection should surface. But when you're approaching a female, especially a female that's spoken for, but even if she's not, when you're approaching a female, the understanding is for the most part is that this is mostly casual activity. If something else can bud from it, then cool. But the initial concept of this, the initial premise of this universe is casual activity. That's what we're here for. If you're sapio, you need to get to know somebody, all that stuff, that's different. That's a different story. But that's still for casual interaction. You're just trying to get comfortable first before you go there. But the problem is a lot of people are trying to enter into this, and I'm sure they've tried it with you, Jay. And like I said, don't nobody really bother me, but like I said, I know it's happening with the women, where they try to go further than just, I want to link up, I want to play. They're like, nah, I want to get to know you, I want to do all this other shit, and it's like, fam, what are we doing?
You know, I think it's that people have a misunderstanding of what a successful LS relationship looks like. Again, I'll use myself. I'll use myself as an example. People always walk up to me and they're like, "Bro, I respect you and Teresa's relationship, and that's what I want." I'll be like, First thing you have to understand is that Teresa and I didn't get together in LS. We are not an LS couple. We are a couple that happen to be in the LS.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
It's way beyond the LS. Like everybody, it looks like all I do is LS because that's all most of you see me doing. But this is maybe 10% of my life. And like today, we were out doing nothing LS. We were just with each other, just enjoying one another's time. Last weekend, we were in Washington. We were just doing all kinds of stuff. We talk, we do whatever. So you don't want what I have because what I have is a real relationship. What you're looking for is a woman who just lets you fuck everybody. and who lets you get away with stuff. And that's not what a relationship
That's
is.
not, and that's not how you're supposed to share. And maybe it's not our place to say how you're supposed to do it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. I personally feel like if you're truly engaging in this with somebody that you care about, somebody that you sleep next to, that you share your intimate, private business with that don't nobody else know. They know your first name and last name and whatever. Motherfuckers be falling in love with people, they don't even know their real government name.
Yep.
They be sitting up here risking it all for a motherfucker. They don't even know their real name. They sitting up here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not going to betray my women. Not going to do it. Like, I'm just not. And they damn sure not going to do it to me. And I'm violent. So please do yourselves a favor. Save yourselves some hospital bills. Because it's not just me. I don't know if he's on. I don't know if he's on here.
With me.
No, because me and you know Eric.
Yeah.
Now me and Eric, one of the summers, me and Eric talk, and when me and him spoke, he has a similar energy to mine as far as his hands is quick and they'll move fast if somebody does the wrong thing. And my point is that you gotta understand it's not just me out here that thinks it. It's quite a few of us men. Jonathan's nice and he doesn't believe in violence. He's like a little monk or something like that. So he tries to play like he doesn't have that side. But don't sleep, because he fuck around and crosses that line and you're gonna see something you ain't want to see from him. I'm just telling you that people are not playing about their part. And for you women out there that's moving funny, you better understand that these chicks will drag you too. Like, you need to understand that these are not games that you want to play. It is not worth it to risk it all for somebody. You don't even know their whole government name. You've never seen where they live. You don't know nothing. All you know is what they show you online. And you are risking yourselves, your integrity, your reputation, and everything to try to move a little funny.
Listen, and not only that, can I be real? Listen,
Sure.
I'm with Teresa, right? We both make really, 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 really good money. Well, she makes way better money than me right now, because Lord Jesus. But we make good money. Listen, on the emotional and intimacy side of it, nobody touches Teresa. On the cash flow side of it, nobody touches Teresa. I'm not come messing that shit up to come fuck with you. You making $40,000, $50,000. No offense if that's what you're making. Yo, you doing your thing. God bless you. But no, what the fuck? No. If she loses her job, we're good. If I lose my job, we're good. We can both handle it now, so we can do this shit together. I'm not fucking with these little problems.
Not just that, but it's also a thing, and ladies, y'all gotta understand something too. Us men, when we're comfortable and we know what we're in for with somebody,
yeah,
we are not the type to just jump out the window with random girl over here. Not the kind of men that I'm talking about.
Listen, wait,
we ain't gonna just, huh?
We might think about it. We might let it rattle in our brains for about 5 minutes.
Honestly, the most I think about is either they can add something. You know me. I'll be like, you can add to the situation, and that's if they are okay with it. You can add to the situation and be a value-added member, or you could just be a play partner. I'll link up with you. I'll play. I'll have my fun, and then you go your way and I'll go mine. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, I feel like that would be the best way to go about it, is to understand that, assume that we are telling. Assume that they are telling. It shouldn't take that for you to move with integrity. But if that needs to be a motivator, then just think about that. You know, there's a lot, and I mean, you gotta understand. And then I'm gonna go to something else. We got to learn to listen to our partner. Because here's the thing. And it's different if they're the type of person that's always saying no to every girl or guy that you look at.
Mhm.
But if they're the type that's normally encouraging the shit, but there's certain people that they're like, you know what? Nah, you don't want to go there, blah, blah, blah. Because there's some real knuckleheads out here. There's people that the moment that you link up with them, they gonna be online and they gonna be talking all your business to everybody that's out there. Y'all know who them people is. And they come out and they're fucking messy. And that's the toxicity part of what I'm talking about right now. Because look, I'm actually being organized. But Nova would be proud.
I was like, Nova's not here. She'd be giving you a high class.
Listen, she be back next week though. She's finally off of her little vacation thing, so she'll be swinging back next week. But my whole thing is like I said, there are people who are gonna do nothing but expose you.
Yep.
Or expose your business. They're not here to do nothing but ruin you. They are called miserable individuals. Their life sucks.
And
they're leeches.
Tip, Max. They will start inboxing and telling folk you won't know where the shit came from.
That's a fact. They will definitely do that. They will low-key float some information and you'll have no idea how this came out. And you're thinking, wait, but I only talked to such and such and such. Mm-mm. Don't do that to yourself. Because these messy dudes, these messy chicks, they are out here. And they will embarrass your whole situation. We have to operate within a realm of trust. We have to be honest with each other, like you was talking about before. Transparency is key. Like you think about it, even what's the guy name that does the lives whenever he feels like it, but he always got the tea to spill.
Katie, not Katie. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Guys, show. I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember his name right now. But the whole thing is that it's one thing with somebody in that context. Right. He's not really putting out nothing that people don't know. If he's saying a name, then the name was already out there.
Taz.
Oh yeah, Taz. Thank you, G. If he puts something out there, that's because the shit is already out there. Yep. And he's just talking, he's giving his opinion about it, and he has a funny delivery, so it's funny to watch. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is that you have other people and they just come on, they come out, they airing your business, they talking about how they fucking and what they doing and who they doing what to where, and it's just like, and can I say something? I want to say this while I have an owner of a prominent
I'm scared.
LS group on here.
More drink.
When this universal ban list comes out, can we start banning messy ass motherfuckers like that? Like, is that something that you would find would be grounds for banning? Like somebody that all they do is come out and spread toxicity, discord, and don't really add anything value added to the equation. I'm not going to be like fucking KD, be like, if they dig is whack, then you know, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
can I say I have reservations about the universal ban list. I'm not gonna be funny. I'm gonna tell you.
Do tell.
Who's policing the police? Who's making sure that this who's making sure?
Well, the way it's gonna be designed. The way it's designed, just to give you a heads up, because I've been working behind the scenes with it, but I haven't been sharing too much with everybody. The way it would work is it would be a committee of everybody from each Facebook group. Well, not Facebook group, from each LS group.
Right.
So there will be a representative from each group. So in order for somebody to go on, it has to be universally agreed to. It can't just be one person with their iron fist standing like this saying, fuck him, fuck you, fuck her. But, there's going to be a balance, a check and balance in place. Yeah, and unlike the United States of America, it'll actually be held that way so that it actually works. Even though I'm funding it and I'm doing it all myself, I'm not giving myself any extra power. I'm just one person. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is that that's like having somebody at a LS event that likes to sneak and take pictures. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like we don't want those motherfuckers around. And it's not just me saying that. There's a lot of people, like I'm looking at the comments.
Nikki Rivers.
There's quite a few people that is on board with it.
No, I'm on. Listen, I'm in agreement with that type of thing because it's out now, so I'll talk about it. The thing that happened at my party could have been avoided if there was a universal ban list, because after the fact, everybody was coming out and saying, "Oh, I knew that. I knew this guy." Why did you say shit before?
And some of those people was at the party. And it's like nobody came up to any of us.
Wait, and some of them were chilling with him.
Exactly. So my whole thing is everybody wants to be the predicate speaker. After the fact, they want to be like, oh, and yeah, such and such and such, blah, blah, blah. That was no more your fault than that would be anybody else's fault for that thing. And I could say that on this podcast because this is a total neutral thing. I don't throw LS events. I ain't got a dog in this fight. Yeah, I'm affiliated with Discreet Friends, but I don't take sides. I tell the truth here. And my whole thing is that there was nothing he could have done because even I didn't fucking know. And I know everybody, and I didn't know either. Yeah. I've seen this motherfucker before, and I did remember one knucklehead moment, but that was a totally separate situation, and that was like one bad night, and I never heard anything else about him again until this. So that could have happened at anybody's event, and probably easier because a lot of these people claim to have security and don't got none.
Yeah.
Or their security is just a couple of sloppy people that don't even know how to watch the crowd the right way. As a person that's done security before, I will tell you, everybody is not built for that shit. You got to have a certain eye for that shit. You got to be able to see the whole crowd, but not focus on any one thing too much, but still have the awareness to pick out the shit typically before it goes left. But even with all that being said, you can't control something that happens behind a door that's closed. Because what are you going to do? Run from... how many rooms is in that place? 160 something rooms?
160 something, yeah.
And who the fuck is kicking down each one of them doors to check what's going on? It's not like somebody was screaming help or something like that. So there was no way to control that situation. And also on that, I want to say, I need people to shut the fuck up with the victim blaming. And this is from me personally. I don't know what Jonathan's feelings is on it. I didn't even ask him. Because all the stuff I'm talking about, he had no previous knowledge of what I was going to say when I got on. Just to keep you clean, Jonathan. I don't want you to get caught up in my mess. But my whole thing is all the victim blaming shit is corny. And a lot of y'all tell information and don't even got the real information.
Yeah.
Y'all are hearing third and fourth party information, don't know what the fuck you talking about. I wish y'all would shut the fuck up sincerely from Maximus. Because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about and the shit's annoying. And you saying, oh, what if this? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, door was open. Oh, something. All of that shit is bullshit. That's not how it went. I'm a part of the staff. I can tell you. That's not what happened. I'm not going to explain what happened because that water is for other people to deal with. But my thing is that y'all need to understand that when somebody is a victim of something, let me tell you something. You should be able to lay on the floor, butt naked, spread eagle, pass out in the middle of the hallway.
And nobody touch you.
And nobody should touch you except to carry you to your room. Period. Because at the end of the day, a perv is a perv. I don't care if a chick is laying in my bed, spread like this, saying, oh my God, I want it. If she is half conscious, I am not touching her till she wakes the fuck up.
And you know what, Max? You and I have both. You and I have both been in situations where we have had to actually almost damn near, and you carry women back to the room, and we've seen each other have to do that. It's like when a woman is out of it, it's just like that's it. It's
that's done. It. It's over. It's over. Put a little sheet over her. Make sure you. Oh, and another thing is too, for those that don't know, if you have somebody that's drunk, this is something I know because I know I did like some little. Anyway, I won't explain that. I have to explain a lot if I tell you all my medical training history. But the whole thing is, whenever you're laying somebody down and they've been drinking, always lay them on their side, never on their back or on their face, on their side, and try to block and brace them. Realistically, what should happen is, if they seem like they're really like gurgling kind of out of it, somebody has to sit with them and make sure they're okay. Most people are not that bad, but it's just a precaution that you take because we don't want somebody to choke on their own vomit and die in their sleep. We don't want to lose anybody. We want people to go to an event. The only thing you leave with is a bunch of amazing memories of the great times that you've had. We don't want you to leave with nothing that you caught because you wasn't doing something you was supposed to be doing or any of the other stuff.
Can I say something too? And this is just meant for your protection. Listen, if you have to carry a woman back to the room, turn your fucking camera on. Turn your fucking camera phone on.
Turn that shit on. Thank you.
The whole time you were carrying her back to the room, make sure you have that on until you walk out the fucking door. Because sometimes women, or men too, but we're talking about women in this context, they just don't remember. They're like, well, how did I get here? Why are my clothes off? Well, she may have had throw up all over her clothes. You weren't going to let her sleep in it, and you just, whatever you had to do to help that person's like, what the fuck? And the last person they remember, Max was with me. Guess what's happening? Guess what's happening? Turn your fucking camera on.
And from the moment we get you set up, and as a matter of fact, I think we're going to definitely really start implementing that because we haven't really implemented that, but fortunately it hasn't blown up in our faces. I would say from now on, we're going to have what's called a security buddy system. So basically, if we're carrying somebody back to the room, male or female, because you never know. Some dudes might try some shit too. You never know. If we got to bring somebody back to the room, like if I see Jonathan walking somebody back to the room, I'm pulling out my phone or whoever's with him, and I'm just recording, and I'm just up. This is behind him. This is the time. This is such and such. We're going to walk her back to her room, make sure she's okay or he's okay, and we're going to get them, comfortable in the bed, and they're going to see us from the moment we lay them down to the moment we leave their hotel room and close the door and lock it. Now, because all hotel rooms are slam locked. So we're going to pull that shit in, and then we're going to document the time and cut the phone off.
Now, on the other side of that, and I want to get on to what Chief just said, but on the other side of that too, we're adults. Most of the people that come to our parties are 35 and up. It really maybe even closer to 40 and up. Fucking watch your liquor. Why are you drinking so much that we have to carry you back to the goddamn room? Like you're not in college anymore.
And see, that's what Nikki's saying. She's like, if they have to be that drunk, they shouldn't be there. You got to ban them. And the thing is, if we see that we're stay carrying the same people back to their rooms, they will be banned.
You're a liability.
Because nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that.
We're not talking, all of us have gotten a little bit too drunk at one point or another. We had those moments. But every fucking party?
Yeah. If we see a pattern of the shit, the ban is going up. And no promoter wants to deal with somebody that's a liability at their events. Also, another thing, I'm gonna add something to this that isn't said often enough. If you've come to events and you funky, we kicking you the fuck out with no money back. Max. And I don't care.
Really, Max?
Yes, I'm saying it. Because that shit is disgusting, bro.
We got a stink ban.
Huh?
You said if they come and funky, if they come and sneak.
Oh, no. I'm not even talking about ban lists or nothing like that. I'm just talking about you getting sent home that night. Is if you come in, like we all know we coming to do. Listen, I've had girls that have come to my crib and they dropped their pants, and if their shit wasn't smelling right, I threw them in an Uber and sent them right the fuck back home. Like, you ain't gonna come to me, like, you know, you come into an event to do something possibly. I'm sorry, but hygiene is just a prerequisite to engaging in these activities.
Oh God, I don't know if I can get with that one. I hear you, but I can't. We can't do a funky list. We can't do a funky list, Max.
No. I'm not gonna do a funky. Yo, the producer's laughing like crazy in the background. But
funky list, no.
No, but the thing is, I'm not saying a funky list. What I'm saying is that if we get, like, if somebody, let's say somebody came up to you and was like, yo, this person really smells bad and it's throwing off the vibes in the playroom. We gotta get them the fuck up out of here. Yes. And thank you, Nikki. That too. Don't like it. Like, if you got dreads, you need to know how to wash your hair.
Oh God. See, y'all going too far.
That's when this becomes Nazism.
That's what Nazism.
Yo, I told you I wasn't coming on here to be nice. Because I'm sorry, but if you come up in my situation, it don't even have to be my event. I will throw you the fuck out.
So here's
because I'm gonna be like, get your funky ass out of here. You stink, nigga. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
So here's the story. So Teresa and I, and I'm not gonna say no names, Teresa and I, we like taking women down together, right?
Oh, I think I heard this story.
So I'm going down on this girl, right? And Teresa's like kissing the girl on her nipple. And I get like this close. And I'm like, I look at Teresa, and I'm like, come here. And she thinks I'm telling her to come here because we're gonna eat her pussy together, which we do. Sometimes we eat pussy together at the same time. And we both got down there, we were like,
oh.
You hear in the background talking about abort mission.
Abort mission.
And we're like rubbing her thighs and kissing her every place else but her pussy. Because we're like, how are we going to get out of this? Just say it. Just say it. Everybody can hear you. She was like, abort mission. And we just had to like slowly, like just.
I'll just walk away.
You know what? Like, Chrissy said something about, what is that? Peach scented. The fuck? Sorry, my shit is moving slow. But it said peach scented Yanni oil is amazing. See, this is my thing though, is that every woman can't handle anything with scent. Yeah. Like, some women, the scent, I know a lot about pussy because if I'm gonna be eating it and fucking it, I gotta know how it works. You know what I'm saying? So I did my research. And I learned that, like, some women, actually the scented stuff for them, it might work good for you, Chrissy, because your body can handle it. But for some women, that'll just make them stink. It'll make them get infection, or it'll irritate them, and then they have the problem that they're trying to avoid. What'd you say?
They need to find something else then. You can't be walking around with a... But same thing, I was on the...
But you can even just have a pussy that smell like water. It don't have to smell like nothing. If you take care of it right, it ain't gonna have no stank. Yeah. Now, granted, people's body chemicals do have something. That's true. But the whole fact of the matter is that if you do your research, you will know that you can avoid yourself from having a prominent odor. Like, I shouldn't be over here. Like, I remember I'm in Caligula and I'm clapping and I had to stop because I'm like, the upwind from the other chick getting piped, I'm smelling her shit and I could smell that something ain't right in her hole.
Yo, listen, we've been in parties where this girl, we was at a party and this girl pulled her pants down and the whole room started smelling. And the guy still hit it. The guy still hit it. I was like, really? We know you smell that. How are you doing this shit? Oh man, it was like we were.
Just like I remember, there was one time a chick was playing with a dude. Dude's dreads was funky. I smelled them shits from the moment he came in the fucking playroom, and I was starting to leave. And next thing you know, I see him clapping her cheeks from the back, and I'm like, if I can smell that from here, You can't smell that, which makes me think you funky too. Because I feel like people that's comfortable in funk is a part of the funk themselves. They live for the funk. They die for the funk. They are all about the funk. You understand what I'm saying? And my whole thing is that I'm sorry, but if I see you playing with somebody and they stinking, I don't care how fine your ass is. I will not touch you with a 10-foot pole. You ain't about to put your stinky janky on my beautiful meat. I'm sorry.
Can I say, so Jeep said, don't be eating a pound of asparagus. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. We can tell the difference when it's something that you've eaten and you're coming out of your system.
There's definitely a difference than when somebody has deep-seated funk.
Yeah, that's different.
There's a difference. You can tell deep-seated funk.
Yeah.
I have a hypersensitive nose. I smell everything. That's why I be hesitant to walk in playrooms. I be scared. Because I'm just like, it's going to take one and my whole dick going to go soft. Like, I'm going to just be like, nope, I don't want to, I don't want no part. I'm going to go from 3 inches to 1 inch real quick. I'm not going to be excited at all if I see or if I smell some horrible stuff going on in the playroom. Like, I'm sorry. And that's something that that's really something like we need to start putting the pressure on people to make them understand, yo, if you come here slipping, we kicking you the fuck out.
No, we can't do, Max, we can't do.
Yes, the fuck we can do what the fuck we want. Who gonna tell us not to? They're ruining the environment for everybody else that paid their money to enjoy a good, clean time. Because don't nobody want to be in that funky shit. Imagine if it's like, remember the house you had for your birthday that time?
Yeah.
Where it's nothing but open playrooms? Imagine somebody's thanking up the open playrooms. Now the people that also paid their money to come can't enjoy those playrooms because the stanky people in there stanking the shit up.
Stephanie said, your cum smells too and tastes nasty. Y'all need to eat right as well. But again,
I agree. I agree.
The difference between the food coming out in your pores than you just haven't washed or you have onion balls.
Not to mention, you're not smelling cum from fucking 10 feet away. I have smelt women's box from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That shit don't make no kind of fucking sense. Ain't no excuse for that shit.
No, I'm glad it's just two dudes on here because they always talking about us. Let's talk about that nasty pussy. Sorry.
Nah, because that shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting. What's the other thing before we jump off of this you want to say? Because it's already 10 o'clock. We ran through this time quick as hell.
No, I'm being triggered because of this nasty coochie thing because it's an epidemic. I'm sorry.
It really is a problem. And the thing is, it's a problem that doesn't get addressed because some of the girls are girls who are sexy, walk around, they got the big titties and the fat old ass and and they got attitude and big mouths. They a little ghetto with it, so don't nobody want to say nothing to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to hear the loud mouth shit. I've heard people tell me about shorties who I won't say because I can't say names on here, but who have literally, they lit up the whole fucking room. And the thing is that it was somebody, one of them was somebody that was trying to slide in my DMs once upon a time, trying to see what's up with me. And I never had a chance to play with them because the universe kept me away because they knew what I would do if I came across that stanky jank.
So I remember once I was playing with a girl, she was giving me a blowjob. I don't know why I'm being so candid because I'm never this candid, but she was giving me a blowjob. And she was, I guess, on the off floor. So I did the smell test. So I put my hand up there and went like that, right? And I went, She was like, you ready for me? I was like, no. And here's the thing, though. She just got out the shower. I watched her take a shower, and she still smelled.
Well, here's the thing. I'll explain to you. See, where's I think one of the girls left a bottle here. I can't get it because I got to go in the bathroom again. I'm not walking all the way over there. Anyway, basically, you got to get the water and squash that shit up in your shit after you've been playing, especially. You can't just wash your skin, and then come back out and say, "Ooh, I'm ready to play." No, you still got the remnants of the other nigga that you was fucking on you.
I was
Even if you're using,
just walked in the room together. I know.
listen, but you don't know what she did before she got there.
That's disgusting, man.
And understand, some of these dudes is diabolical, and this is another reason why I be iffy about who I play with, especially like just in general. I'm iffy because the whole thing is there are dudes who literally know that their woman's coming to a play party and will purposefully all up in their shit just to be that asshole, knowing that they about to come to a party because that shit it takes a lot of effort to get all of that out once it's all up in you. You understand what I'm saying? There are people that's diabolical like that. They like, oh, she want to play with other dudes? Well, they gonna get this sample, and drop that shit all up in her. So, you understand what I'm saying? Like, these are real things that happen.
See, I wasn't gonna say anything, Nikki. She said I thought I'd never hear the end of it from Jonathan last year about this dude. This dude walked up to her. She's like, your mouth smell like pussy.
Yo, but let me tell you something, and that's happened to me too. Like a chick will come running up to me. A chick will come running up to me like act like she want to play, and she smell like dick and balls in her face. And I'm like, no, go that way. Get out of here. If you have been playing, go wash your ass before you come to talk to me, and wash your mouth. Don't brush. Because brushing, you can cut your gums, all that stuff. I learned that a long time ago. You use some chloroseptic. Don't use the weak shit. You need the shit with the alcohol in it. Wash that shit up in your mouth. Use soap and water on your skin with hot water, not cold. We need the hot water to kill the bacteria. Hot water.
So
you take some of that hot water and you squash up in that pussy too. Like y'all gotta get you should be coming to a play party with a little bottle to squash that shit up in there if you plan on having multiple partners at that party. Even if you don't, the fact of the matter is just to clean yourself out, you have an innie. That is your struggle. You need something to get up in that innie. Just taking a little hand and doing a quick little once over is the reason why you still smell like yesterday today.
Wow. You still smell like yesterday today. Okay. All right. I don't even know what to say to that about that one. I'm gonna use that though.
It's the truth. Like literally, these girls coming in smelling like yesterday. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, it happened. No, but
and some of them was baddies too. And I was like, damn, I wanted to smash that. She ruined this shit for me.
That's when it hurts the most. When they look, and it's like, oh my god. That's when it hurts the most. When they look real good. They're like, really.
Yo, Landon said the day after tomorrow. In fact, they got that day after tomorrow pussy.
So
no, I'm not talking about douching, Joy. I'm talking about you use the douche bottle, you put water in the douche bottle, and you flush your shit out with that. I know that, and I'm a fucking dude. You can put water in the bottle and fucking use that shit. I know chicks that do that shit.
Okay.
It's a thing. You don't have to douche. I actually don't like women that use the douche thing too much because that douche thing can kind of fuck you up too, depending on how sensitive you are. But you can use water and flush that shit out.
Yeah. I listen. So for my birthday party, that was my retirement hugging party, right? Mm-hmm. So because it was my retirement hugging party, I went really, really ham with eating a lot of pussy, right? I ran through about 3 or 4 Listerine bottles.
Wait, your retirement party? Where'd you retire from?
Giving hugs.
Oh, bullshit.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm not going to do it as much as I used to. I'm not going to say I'm
then it's not retired. Okay, Jordan, so you went from 23 to 45. And then you're going to go back to 23 again just now. Really?
Can I tell my fucking story? I don't even want to tell it. I don't even want to tell. Now, I'm retired, but listen, I went through a whole lot of bottles of Listerine because I don't want people to talk to me about Carmen said she didn't get that memo. Y'all really gonna start clowning me? Really? Playing for the win.
Listen, he just went from 23 to 45. He's still on the court. Don't y'all worry. He's just moving a little slower. That's all. You gotta take his time, man.
No, because can I tell you why though? This is a true story, and this will cause people to believe it. For me, it's about safety.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm kind of taking my life in my hands, doing it so much. Like for my birthday party, I lost track at 15. I literally lost track. That was like I stopped counting at 15. That's just not okay. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed every moment of it, but it's not okay. It's just not okay. Here, really, Teresa, really. Don't we got promo to do or something? Just throw some flyers up. That's just some bullshit.
My hug retirement party, Lord Christ.
Jonathan Chamberlain, really?
Gen B, we talking about douching coochies because we the ones that got to put our face in the motherfuckers, and we care about where we put our faces. So if I'm going to engage in something, then I'm going to learn how it works. I understand that it's aesthetic. I know that. I know it's not something you do all the time, but neither is being at a swing party with multiple partners. You're not doing that shit necessarily every day unless you are, and whatever. But my whole thing is that when you got that Naloxone 9 from the condoms all up in your box, you need to flush that shit the fuck out.
What the fuck is
you can't say, I'ma just give it a quick little once over, and then you smell like yesterday's condom in between your legs and want me to go down there after you've been playing. No, thank you. I'll pass. And my head is amazing, but I ain't gonna give it because I'm gonna be like, you smell like last nigga's condom. What the fuck I want to be up in that shit for?
Yeah, it's not okay.
Because when I come to you, I'm coming to you with a dick smelling like fucking Dove soap, because that's all I use. I ain't coming to you with fucking yesterday's condom dick on your fucking mouth. So all I'm saying is give me what I'm giving you. I want it fresh and clean, soaked out. Well, yeah, self-cleaning, but sometimes we need to add a little something extra to give it a push, because the evolutionarily wise, and I'm saying the word wrong, but evolution wise, the body didn't account for the fact that a condom is going up in there. That chemical changes the game because those condoms smell. And some people use magnums, which I can't help what condom they allow the dude that played with them prior to use. All I can control is what they do before they get to me.
I'm not big enough to use magnums.
Me neither. I'm using the micro Trojans.
Yeah, me too.
But the whole thing is, skins don't make my size, so I can't use a skin. Trojans makes the micro ones. When I found those, I was like, "Ooh, finally it'll stop slipping off." Cheers to that. Cheers to no more slippage.
You know why I don't like magnums for real? Them bastards always break on you.
Yeah, they do.
I've disintegrated magnums. It's like you got to be. It's like
I've broken a couple of skins in my day too, but I was really messing with somebody who was doing this. Like their shit was squeezing to the point it was trying to take it off, and it wouldn't come off of me, so it ended up breaking.
That's dope.
But yeah. But anyway, I think we've yelled and screamed into the air enough for one night and shook our fist in protest. The women are gonna yell about So let me ask this question. I'm looking at what Nikki's saying, and I get that. So what would be the best solution? Not Gen B. We need the micros.
Micro.
We need the micros. They don't make micros for skins. That's why we ain't using them. But nah, nah. But what? I just want to know this answer before we get off of this. I would really like to know this from the ladies. What would you say is the solutions that work for y'all? And I could say that I can really listen to what y'all saying because I know for a fact y'all don't stink. So I am very curious as to what y'all say y'all solutions. Because come to think of it, I never really ask my girls what they do. They just do it and it works because they smell amazing and taste delicious. You know what I'm saying? But what is the method that y'all use when y'all are at a play party? If you're gonna have multiple partners with the condoms that are obviously going to leave some kind of remnant, what do y'all use when y'all washed up to keep y'all from carrying yesterday or previous activity into now's activity? And I know your producer can answer it too, but I just want to see what the ladies in the chat is gonna say.
We had like a whole show on hygiene on the discreet friend side. I think we did that like a year ago. And it was very interesting because I
remember that.
I learned that every woman has to do something different. So some women are allergic to this, some women are allergic to that. It's different for every woman. Let me see. It's the go-to, but it's different for every woman.
Okay, so we got probiotics. We got hyperallergenic wipes.
Wait, a honey pot?
And a honey pot? What is a honey pot?
How do you use for to get your allergies out? You put it on your coochie like this and steam
I know. Well, I've heard of Yanni steams, but not honey pot. The honey pot thing is a whole other thing. I'm learning a new one today. I never heard of honey pot before.
Joy always got something new in there, so she's gonna bring something new to it.
Oh yeah, because didn't Joy say something about boric acid too, which sounded crazy when I was. Oh, there it is. Goddamn, boric acid. Peppermint soap, but nothing goes up in there. There are some insertable probiotics. Copy that. Wow. Okay, so probiotics seem to, so clearly a lot of you ladies are using these probiotics on some real shit. Because I will compliment every woman that I've seen compliment that I have been close enough to have caught a sense of what they got going on. Yeah. I will say that they all passed the sniff test. You know what I'm saying?
Here, the women on here are perfect. They are great. This list is great. The ones.
Well, it just so happens to be that way because if somebody wasn't, I would have said it.
Yeah.
Ooh, child.
Okay, so she
said. And then there's Wino Grigio.
Get tested.
That woman smells like candy mixed with happy sprinkles and rainbows. I can't explain what the hell she uses for her fragrance.
Did you say she smells like rainbows and roses?
I can't. I to this day, every time I ask her, what does she do? Because just as soon as you get next to her, you can smell it. She has some kind of special blend that she uses, and she just smells really good. And
the movie Trolls. The cute troll that when you get next to her, she just like explodes with the sprinkles.
That's her.
That's her.
That's her. She just. As soon as you get next to her, you're gonna get intoxicated because
I've been pulled in by her intoxicated. Yes, she's very intoxicated. Yes.
I mean, aside from the obvious reasons, I'm just saying, just that alone, like she just has this smell to her. Just, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm sure she has a trail of men running behind her because she has like that hypnotic perfume type thing. I really like that shit. It's nice.
And then she's smart as fuck. How are you gonna be sexy and smart? The hell?
It happens. I know a few people that are like that. Sexy and smart.
People like that on here. Izzy. I'm gonna start naming names. All y'all niggas. Y'all just sexy and smart all at the same time. Get on my damn nerves.
Yeah, I mean, because they dropping game. Carmen is giving us some interesting stuff. Gee, that's true too. The yogurt cleanse, I've heard about that.
What the hell is it?
And I've heard about that.
So you just stuff yogurt in there and wash it out?
No, that's not how it works. It's the thing. I don't really know the procedure, but I've heard women use it. Also, that's also true.
Yes,
you got to keep your hydration balanced too, because when you dehydrate, that can also start to fuck you up as well.
Well, that's the same thing for men. And I learned that I have to drink a lot of water.
Me too. I'm always hydrating. Right now, I'm having some electrolytes, so I have this. But y'all know, if you see me on the show, I always got a big ass bottle of water in my hand. You know what I'm saying? That's why I could fucking fire across the room from one side to the next. I keep myself hydrated.
Yes, I agree. Vaginas are acidic. Yes, they're
Yes.
toxic and acidic, and they will fuck you up. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that in a much, much different way than she is. But whatever. Whatever.
Acid, alkaline, and base. Now, I know exactly what she's talking about. I'm a chemistry nerd. I know what she means. But yeah, that's why certain things, when you're cleaning, certain things are important to be aware of what you're using and what's in it. Because just because they make it, like you might not want to get, you don't want to get something with alcohol and put it up in your pussy because that mix is gonna be crazy, and you're gonna f yourself up big time.
Okay. This has been quite educational. Yo, you're right. This yogurt thing is a big thing.
Greek yogurt?
The fuck?
I didn't know they could use the Greek yogurt. I thought it was only like the plain, what you call it? Because Greek yogurt's a little different than regular yogurt.
But that would scare you because doesn't Greek yogurt look like a yeast infection?
Uh-huh.
So if
No, they use that, but I think that they use that for yeast.
That's just not.
You're not sticking yogurt on your
Yogurt is
That's what Jen is saying. They use that for yeast.
I'm not putting any yogurt.
I'm learning this one. I didn't know about the Greek yogurt for the yeast thing.
What just blow smoke in your pussy? As far as
Yo, why Landon said
I saw.
he said I'm not to catch a cramp mid-stroke. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm surely not trying to catch a cramp mid-stroke.
Listen, I'm not gonna say no names, but Teresa, along with another person on here, they had me in the bed, and I had to stop. I was like, I was gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Yo, you know what else I've done? I've done this to get out of some bad pussy situation. I have faked a cramp injury big time.
You ever fake coming?
Oh, I've done that. I did that for the first few years that I was fucking because I didn't know how to nut. I was just fucking. That's how I first started fucking.
I was like, oh, baby, you were great.
Yep. And then I take the condom, throw that shit in the toilet, flush that shit down before they even see it. And I would always wrap it in toilet paper because sometimes if you just throw the condom in by itself, it might come back up. So you got to put it in some toilet paper, ball it up, and then throw it down the toilet. It goes right away. When they don't know the better.
Yep.
But
Yes,
yeah, baby,
we fake it too.
Yeah, well, sometimes we gotta fake it just to call it a night because most of the time it's only 3 minutes and 3 inches, but sometimes that motherfucker don't know how to let go. So when he don't know how to let go, we gotta use some tricks to the trade.
Yeah, that's annoying. You can say to yourself, can you just come on, bro? What's the problem?
Listen, I only flush condoms when I'm at an industrial toilet location called Not My House or anybody else's.
Listen,
I don't do that shit in the house because you're gonna fuck up their septic tank like that. But
when I was touring, we used to put the condoms in our pocket. And it sounds disgusting.
That sounds really disgusting.
But you know what women do with those condoms?
Oh yeah. Cause they'll take it and put that shit back in them to try to see if they can get a little soldier to swim to the goal line. Most of the time it doesn't work because once it hits the air, that's pretty much it. But there's a small percentage of a chance that one of them swimmers could survive and make it to the goal line, and then you fucked up.
Yep.
So we ain't gonna do that.
Listen, it's fine. It's my cum anyway. It's going in my pocket. I'll throw it away later.
A lot of houses have like some form of septic tank or sewage thing that can get damaged if you flush the wrong things down there.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what it's called because I'm an electrician, not a plumber. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but they have some other things that go under the house That can fuck it up. See, in a building like what I live in, they have an industrial sized thing. That thing could pretty much process anything. It's going straight to a big ass sewer line. But if you're living like in a regular private house, those things aren't as powerful, so they can't take certain. That's why you can't be throwing the wipes down the toilet and all that shit. Crazy. Even when it says flushable, you can't do it. I could get away with it in my house. Like I said, I live in a building. It's different. But in a regular house, you can't do that shit. It'll jam your shit up.
Hmm.
What is a sanity sewer?
Sanity sewer?
Now I'm saying macerator. I'm learning some new words today.
Oh, wow.
I am so lost.
He's smart and sexy.
Oh, I see what she's talking about. Okay. Basically, it uses the pull of gravity to help push everything through. It's a whole thing that you don't really want to envision in your brain, personally.
Landon, you said having so much sex to clog up the septic tank, you may need to take a break.
I mean, like I said, sometimes it's 3 minutes and 3 inches, sometimes it's 3 hours. It just depends on which side of me you catch. So maybe you get a best 60 seconds of your life. That's normally how I function. But I don't mind on occasion saying, you know, let me go for the Olympic medal. Go for a whole 5 minutes. You can do a lot in 5 minutes.
Anyway.
All right, we starting to babble about bullshit now. Let's get the hell out of here. Because these people is, oh man. See, when you start talking about hygiene and all that stuff, people get excited. Look at Leah. She's like 5 minutes. Wow.
Wow. You know, Greece, she wants a 60-second version. Okay.
You want the 60-second version? Listen, I mean, I'll try. It might only be 30, but I'll try.
Wow.
I'll try. Listen, maybe I could, if I could push really hard, I might even give you a minute and a half. But you're gonna have to. You a thick one. You got to lay a specific way because you know when you got that small thimble, you gotta aim it the right way so you can get in and out of there the right way.
Joy says she'll take 30 seconds.
Oh God! All right, listen. Let me shout these people out before we go.
The thimble.
The thimble is everything, man. Listen, power to the thimble. All right, I'm glad I got you here too. You could just go through that takeover thing real quick. But the next thing that's coming up is this. We have Angie Santos. She's doing a cosplay event. It's a night floor crawl. And where's that at again?
Same hotel we had my birthday party at.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You did say that. I think you said that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. You contact. I guess she doesn't have it on here, so I guess we can say contact her for the location.
Let me move the ticker. Yeah, there's some information there, so they can contact her via this number. Screenshot that, y'all. If y'all want to partake in this thing on the 17th of May, that should be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with Angie that way. I see Discreet Friends is giving a little endorsement on that. Angie's a cool woman, so I definitely can feel that right there. Yeah. Got that sex appeal and all that stuff.
We went to go see Mary J. Blige last month. She was great. It was fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And look at this. Monday, Pillow Talk Podcast, Mondays 9 p.m. Hosted by Jonathan there and Izzy. You could catch them on there 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got anything else to say about it?
I just said sexy co-host. They just come to watch her be sexy. They
coming to watch Izzy cut the fuck up while we got to keep trying to throw commercial breaks because she cutting up to the next level.
On Monday.
Shit, that's not even as bad as the week before. She was worse then.
Yeah, no,
I-
yeah. It's
And then we got the BLX podcast, Katie Ford, Demby, Harleys, Quinn, and Topanga. Look at that. I got all the names. I'm lit. I'm terrible at remembering names, but I got all the names. Yay to me.
Can I tell you something? I was on that podcast last week, and I was really distracted because I kept.
Oh my God, it's so distracting.
They're just distracting. Everybody got the cleavage showing. I'm trying to.
Oh my God, that collection of females is so distracting.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a couple of times I couldn't stand up because I was having reactions while I was watching that show. There was one time Harleys was on there, and that particular night, I don't know what was wrong with her, but she kept bouncing up and down for no goddamn reason. And I'm just like, will she cut this shit out like I don't love me some big old bouncing ass titty? Like, you gotta cut that shit the fuck out. It's cutting up.
And
anyway.
I have like a secret, crazy, weird ass crush on Topanga. She sat next to me at the Poconos in Pennsylvania. I froze.
Mm-hmm.
It was a crazy. I froze. I'm not even going front. I just froze.
Oh.
Trying to talk to me and everything. I was like, yep.
Yeah, because she's super friendly. Like, I'm surprised you freeze up on her because she's super duper friendly.
She came. It was like seats everywhere. She sat right next to me. I was like, oh shit, this is happening. And I didn't say I couldn't do it. I never freeze. I froze up.
Listen. It happens to everybody. Everybody has that one that they was like, damn, I should have said something. It was right there, and I didn't say nothing. Fuck it. She'll be around. Oh, speaking of which, let's swing to that since we're talking about it. Because they plan on pulling up for this. The hotel takeover.
Yes.
August 22nd to the 24th, 2025. And guess what? I'm going to celebrate my birthday because my birthday's on the 21st. So I'm gonna probably have a little. I was told I'm gonna have a little celebration to set up for myself or whatever. So even though I'm gonna be working and all of that stuff too, but I'm gonna also take the time out just to celebrate a little something.
A couple hours off. Couple hours.
We make it work. It's called you work and play at the same time because with everything moving the way it's gonna be moving, it ain't gonna be too much to do except just to make sure that people is smooth and things are smooth, people's all set, blah, 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 blah. So it should be pretty easy.
About that, listen, I want all of you to go to the hotel here, Holiday in Parsippany, Piscataway. I keep on saying Parsippany. It's in Piscataway. Listen, reserve your rooms, but we also want you guys to start buying your tickets. We actually don't have that many rooms left. The rooms are actually going. Now, they sent us the room list today, and we are 70% sold out. So we are doing really, really, really good. Go get your rooms. Go ahead and start buying your tickets because if you do not have your ticket, you will not be able to check into the hotel. For those of you who are staying at the hotel, if you do not have your ticket, you cannot check into the hotel. Listen, when you go on to buy your ticket, I'll say this on Max's show, use the promo code MAX. You get a discount there, and you also help Max out a little bit doing that. It's going to be great. We have a massage therapist coming up.
Have you seen her?
Huh?
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Have you seen her in real life?
Oh, yeah. That's a girl. Yeah, but we have 4. We're going to have 2 guys and 2 women. So we're going to have something for everybody.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Holly.
Oh,
yeah, no. We were in Maryland with Holly. Holly is, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we have her. We have Hookah on deck.
Her and her husband are super cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Super cool. They're super cool. I don't know the other one. Who's the other massage therapist that's going to be there?
Can't tell you.
As far as girls do.
Can't tell you yet.
Okay. So we'll leave that where we leave it for now. Gotcha.
Listen, we're going to have hookah, and today I'm going to go ahead and announce it, even though I haven't really talked about it. We're going to be doing the whole private cabanas. We're going to have 6 private cabanas out there. So if you want to rent those separately, we're going to have that. It's going to be great. Sir Lisa's is going to be there. We have some other people that are going to be there. We're doing some seminars Single guys, if you don't know how to move, we have a seminar for you. Single women, we have a seminar for you. Couples, we have a seminar for you. Neon, we have a neon pool party on Saturday. Friday night is going to be our Black Lace party. And my favorite party, my favorite party on Saturday night, we're doing a black tie elegant masquerade party. So come with your formal here with your masquerade.
And wear a mask. Yes, I love those. Oh, I actually want to announce something because it's something I want to do. And I'm pretty sure you'll be cool with this anyway. If there's any people who maybe you need a little mediation or assistance because maybe it's your first time at a party or whatever the case may be, I have done a lot of mediation in my consulting business I do because I counsel relationships and stuff like that. And if you need help, I'm going to be doing that I'm going to be doing that at a discounted rate. Nothing crazy though. It's not going to be like if y'all having major fights, it might be time to go home. But maybe if you just need a little clarity on a couple of things and maybe y'all are not understanding each other, you need a go-between, I'll be doing that at a discounted rate. Normally I charge about $50 an hour for that. But I'll be charging a discounted rate during the takeover for those that are in attendance. Should any couples, or even if it's your first time going with somebody and maybe you want a future relationship with them, but you don't know how to navigate it, and you need a little assistance with that, I'll be happy to help you because I love love. I love seeing people loving on each other. There's nothing I love more than seeing a couple in a lifestyle that love the shit out of each other, and you can see it on them. Like, yeah, they go out there and they go crazy and they are freaks, but they love the shit out of each other aside from all of that extracurricular activity. Yeah. So that's something that I would like to offer. I've been thinking about that. So for those that may need that, I am here because I don't think Jonathan's going to want to be bothered with that weekend. So he has enough to do. But you can holler at me and I'll be happy to help you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something extra that's available. There'll probably be other. And there's an oil wrestling thing. Don't forget the oil wrestling.
What about the oil wrestling? Yes, the oil wrestling.
The oil wrestling. Yeah, we have an oil wrestling event. And sorry, fellas, I know y'all might want to slip and slide, but this ain't for y'all. This is the ladies' thing. The ladies is going to be oil wrestling.
Huh? Do we have to get like a ring, or we just going to put a mat? How are we going to do this?
No. I think we'll talk on the side about that.
Can I be the referee? What? I want to be the referee.
Maybe we'll take turns.
Nah. This is the one time I will say this. I'm in charge of my fucking event. I'm going to be the goddamn referee.
Yeah, but my girl is the one that's setting up the damn oil wrestling contest and has the list. So, goddamn it, we gonna share this responsibility.
I don't think she'll mind.
I'm sure she will not. Isn't there grills and stuff there too? In that courtyard?
No, we don't.
No, there's no grills in this one. You know what? I'm thinking about this. There's another courtyard hotel similar to that one that has the grills there, but it is a fire pit though.
Yeah, we do have a fire pit.
Yeah, there's a fire pit there.
But I will say, and as far as the food is concerned, we are taking off the food meal plan option. But Teresa and I went to the hotel like 2 Sundays ago, and we just sat there, and like a hamburger was like $12. That was hamburger, fries. A chicken Alfredo was like $14. So the prices of the food at the hotel, which was good, is not bad.
Yeah, it's not crazy. It's like, it's not like the burger was like fucking. I mean, how's the food taste though?
No, it was good.
Is it seasoned? Because a lot of us like our seasoning. You know what I'm saying? It ain't seasoned, right?
I'm a chicken. It ain't. But no, it was good. And like I said, I think the prices are right because you go to fucking McDonald's now and get a Big Mac, you're still spending $13.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's already like $8 just for the fucking Big Mac by itself. It's disgusting. Yeah, and the food tastes terrible.
We also have somebody who's bringing a food truck.
Food truck.
A Jamaican food truck. So we're gonna.
Oh man. Okay, now y'all go easy on that spicy food when y'all know y'all playing.
We just talked about that, right? Maybe we need to revisit that shit.
Nah, let the brother get his money. But I'm just saying, go easy on the spice. You have one spicy meal, it's okay. Don't go crazy on the hot sauce. Don't go crazy. Oh, it's not really hot sauce. They use pepper sauce.
Whatever.
Go easy on the pepper sauce. Don't do anything too cheesy, and like they have what's called Rasta pasta. Rasta pasta, the way it's made, if it's made right, it's got a little kick to it, and you don't want that mix of Alfredo plus the spices from the jerk spice that they use. Like, assume you get jerk chicken or something with the pasta. That's a bad combination when you about to go in there and do your thing. Ladies, don't end up farting in a guy's face because y'all wanted to have the Rasta pasta and then go play. You know, be mindful of your food choices.
No names. We're talking about farting in faces. I ain't saying no names. Leave it alone, man. We ain't saying no names.
I'm minding my business.
Out of their business.
I'm going to drink this and mind my business.
No.
All right, we got one more thing, and this is very interesting. This is an event that Queen is hosting. Sunsets at Grand Lido. Now, this event here is also hosted by Ready to Escape. The information is there. They have very limited rooms there, but it's a very sexy thing. One day I'm going to play the video again, too. It's just, I don't be wanting to take up time playing the video all the time, but I'm going to play the video again just to remind people. This is going down in December from the 12th to the 16th. It's going to be a nice time, very intimate setting. It's not going to be a whole lot of people. It's literally limited people that's going to be there and all that stuff, but it's going to be very sexy. It's a nice alternative. If you've done the keto thing quite a few times, you know, this is a nice change. And I think if you're looking to take your woman, or, you know, let me not be that way. If you're looking to take your partner somewhere romantic, this would be like a nice setup to go to. And it's not even that expensive because it's all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, from a person that has a Moon Palace membership, even when you get an all-inclusive, and I have all-inclusive with that, I will tell you, that shit ain't that price. You know what I'm saying? And I get a discount. I still ain't got that price. I don't think, anyway. But anyway, all right, well, you got anything to say before we get the fuck out of here? This thing's been going for a long time.
No, we're good. Listen, I appreciate you having me on the show. I'm always honored to play with the big dogs, hang out with the cool kids.
Hey, listen, it's good. It's good to have you here. You know, it's bald-headed people gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Bald-headed light-skinned people.
Well, you darker than me, so yeah, I can't even call you light-skinned. You got to do it. Anyway, we will holler at y'all. Y'all be safe and tune in tomorrow to see what that trail mix and pussy thing is about on BLX, because that sounds very interesting. I'm very curious to see what he's going to do with that. But anyway, we holler at y'all. Peace out. Peace out.